Hey, we missed you. Sorry about that. I took off a little while. I've been traveling for the last few months and kind of just carrying on and enjoying my life. You know? Well, now we're back in school, so now back life kind of sucks again. And it gave me some more topics to think about. So if you're catching me on Facebook under the Word of Pal, thank you for doing that, folks. It's an open page. Welcome yourselves, and we'll approve you. And we always try to keep it positive and have some fun. And folks, if this is your first time joining me, welcome. I'm Matt Powell. This is the Word of Powell. And what we talk about in here is kind of stuff that really comes to my mind. Whether it pisses me off or if it's something I just really think we just need to talk about wisdom-wise. Talking about respect or pride within yourself or giving respect to others. Or if we talk about how one of our first videos was with the idea of the epidemic of pumpkin spice. How it's taking over America and it's creating a new level of basic white girls, and so that's no good. That's no good. And it was talking about how to get rid of that. Now, I mentioned I took some time off. I didn't mean to take time off, guys. I just kind of just happened. You know, I was traveling a lot. I got to go through the entire East Coast. I went from my area of the world through Tennessee, up to Virginia, up from Virginia all the way to Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. I tell you, I didn't have any problems there, so I thought it was pretty cool. And I got to see Ton Tavern. If you're a United States Marine, you know exactly where I'm talking about. I've been there, boys. If you haven't, look it up. Now, this topic is going to be a little bit more of a serious topic. It's not going to be something kind of too funny, but it does make me. I thought about it the other day, and now we're going to bring it together today. Now, it's talking about how life can be just really simple and just really good. And it doesn't require a college education, and it doesn't require having tons of money or anything of this nature. And it came to me the other day because I was driving in the truck, I was going down the road, and I was going to college, and I was pissed that my coffee was too hot to drink, my air conditioner wasn't blowing hard enough, and that had to be in class started at like noon, so it messed up the middle of my day. Okay, now shortly after I said I had these thoughts, I kind of looked at myself and I went, but I have coffee. You know what I'm saying? I have air conditioning. But my class is only like an hour, so it's not really that big of a deal. So that tells me that everything else is going so great that I have found a reason to bitch about something. That's the wrong mindset. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like I said, I got to go to college in a safe area. I served in the military, so I got to do on the GI Bill, which is awesome. I have coffee in hand. I'm able to put money together so I can go get coffee. You know? I have air conditioning and a working vehicle. That's pretty sweet. And a lot of times really catch up on the little stuff. That's what that's what pisses us off. You know what I mean? Waiting in line at the grocery store, but you can go get groceries. So these are what I call first world problems. We are living in a society with people that deal with fucking first world problems. All right, and we don't appreciate what we can do, what we have the opportunities to do. There's other people in this world, actually in this country, who are not able to do these things. And some of them are United States military. And from their sacrifice, we can do this. We hear, a lot of people talk about that, and we hear about that. And there are some people who they weren't given kind of the same opportunities. And so they think they're stuck here, and they can't break through that. You know what I mean? We'll talk about that. Actually, we'll get on that for another day. But what we're going to talk about today is, since you have these first world problems, and you can nitpick these little problems, I want you to look at the other side of it, as you have these things. Okay? And you're able to do this kind of stuff. Some others can't. If you're really doing that, you should really look at yourself. And get rid of that negative feeling, that negative sight on life and how you're doing stuff. Like, I got pissed the other day because my sunglasses were so dark I couldn't look at my phone. Just put your sunglasses up here, shake your phone for a second. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. You know what I mean? I think we all just kind of need to kind of tell each other that, like, it's all right. You know? The sky is not falling. And that's what I'm getting with it. And what have I done in the meantime after I found those things? I'm going to tell you, I've gone to jiu-jitsu more, is where I could. So I've worked out more, I've exercised more, and I appreciate the opportunity to be able to exercise. Because this time last year, I couldn't. I was in physical therapy, and I couldn't do that. So being able to do that. I've gathered more with friends, and just been around people who are like-minded as me. You know? I didn't worry about what we were going to do, or how we were going to do it, or anything, so we just got together. You know? Stuff like that. Had a good make-out session with a girlfriend. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just need that. You need a good, hard, serious make-out session. You know what I mean? You don't need to go all the way. You don't do all that crazy stuff. That's a lot of energy. Okay? You don't need those things. Just good, hard make-out session. It's good from ages 14 to death. Okay? Cold beer. Cold beer. I've had more cold beer. You know, I didn't worry about where the beer was coming from. I think the other day I had Miller Lite. I ain't trying to name drop, but that's not my first choice. I enjoyed the hell out of it. Why? Because cold beer. Okay? And that's where we need to get back into this world. That's what I firmly believe. If somebody gives you beer, don't bitch about that it's not a microbrew. Okay? Just crack it open, have a good time, and share some stories with that person. Alright? Or even meals. You don't have to worry about that it's not organic, and it's, non-GMO, or all this crazy shit. Be grateful that you have food. And since you have some, share it with the person next to you. Make a little bit for your neighbor. You know what I mean? And that's where I'm trying to get back to my mindset too. If you're having these problems to where you're having these first world problems, go look around and look at somebody else who doesn't have as much as you. Like the guy walking the street to go to his job. Okay? Granted, that's still a first world problem because he can walk. Hopefully, he can walk in peace and nobody's going to try to rob him on the side of the street. He doesn't have a car. You have a car. You know what I mean? If you don't trust him, and you have a pickup truck, just put him in the back of the pickup truck and drive him to his work instead of putting him in the cab. You know, there's ways that you can change your mindset with stuff, and that's why I recommend you do it. I think you'll feel a whole lot happier. And as soon as you recognize that you have first world problems and you're being very negative about things, then you can change it. A lot of times, sometimes you can't change your environment. Sometimes the place you live is just going to be the place you live for a little bit because you can't afford anything else, you know? But the person next to you, you're not really that into anymore, you know? But you know the time's coming. Or, no, here's an even better, it's a better situation than that. The person next to you, you may have seen somebody who's a little bit hotter, okay? But how does this person treat you? You know? What can you do together? You know? Sure, that person may look a lot harder. Have you talked to them? That's always been my biggest thing. Because I always want to go to a traditional college and hang out and speak to them, and be around college kids, and do the frat parties and do that stuff. That you see, that you hear of. When people get older, like, oh man, this college, I partied so hard and I did all this and all that. And I've been around traditional colleges. You know what I mean? And the women there, I hate to say it, they really just kind of make my head hurt. I'm not saying you're dumb. I'm just saying you're different from me, and I can't have a hard time having a conversation with you. So, that's it. We kind of bounced around doing some stuff today. But I hope you had some fun with this. I am drinking a good coffee. I'm going to do a little bit more study. Then I'm going to go gather with some friends and drink some good beer. What kind of beer? I don't know. Cold beer. Okay? And that's how we're going to do it today. Thank you, folks. Thanks for watching. We're going to do another video soon. If you have any ideas about what you want to hear me rant about, shoot it to us on Facebook, or you can shoot it to us on our YouTube channel. And we're happy to have you. Well, as in we, I mean me, and the dog that I have over here. That's out of the picture. But, yep, that's it. Okay, brain's dead. All right, cool. I guess I'm going to go back to studying now. Hey, thank you again. We'll catch you later.